Well, damn right you were getting a bonus video out of me. You thought I couldn't do anything out of this. You thought I couldn't do anything on this. Um, Martin Jones, obviously, I've said it already, has been bought out. Um, but we need to look at goaltenders now. We just have to. So Doug Wilson, according to Kevin Kurz, is going to replace Jones with a veteran goalie that's been in the league for a long time. Tuukka Rask comes to mind. He's a $7 million goalie. He makes 6.5 a year though, but $7 million cap hit previously. 913 save percentage this year, 2.28, 15-5-2. He was the number one goalie in the postseason until things went south in that series against New York. Then they would have to put Swayman, but he was still reliable, pretty good goaltender. I don't know if the Sharks bring him in. He's definitely a big fish. I see a lot of teams with the potential of getting him. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't get him, but oh well. Jones is the second free agent, but of course he was just bought out by us. Freddie Anderson, 895 save percentage, of 2.96, 13.8. Previous cap hit $5 million. There's an option. Devin Dubnik, 6'11" was a former Shark, 3.2 goals allowed, 895. Previously making 4.3 million. He's the biggest guy. He also has publicly said that he would like to come back to San Jose. If he was presented with the opportunity, he would definitely go back to San Jose. But I don't know if Dubnik is the call. I mean, you have to look at your options here. You got Aiden Hill, you have Alexei Melnichuk, and then you got Sachenko. Now I remember his name. Imond and Gaudreau now. And Gaudreau is definitely not coming over yet. And then you got Braden Holtby. I don't want to. No, Braden Holtby is not a good option. Realistically speaking, the 5 options I think they would go after: Ronta, Rask, Freddie Anderson, Bernier, Mrazek, possibly. And I say this because Mrazek is not 29, and he's a pretty damn good goaltender. But as far as veterans, Rask, Dubnik, Ronta, James Reimer is an option. He played for the Sharks, right? He played for the Sharks. He has a bit of experience on him. But obviously, you're looking at a market here. You're looking at a goaltending market where there's only one Vezina caliber goalie, and that is Philip Grubauer available. Tuukka Rask used to be a Vezina caliber goalie. He's not as great as he was previously. He's fallen off, but it's the age factor. Jones is not a Vezina caliber, although you could argue he was in 15, 16, 17. You could argue that, certainly. I mean, he basically willed us back into the postseason in 16-17. But, it's not sunshine and rainbows for the Sharks. I mean, you got Aiden Hill, who should be the starter. You're going to have a tandem of Hill and Melnichuk if the season started tomorrow. If it didn't start tomorrow, you might have a tandem of Ronta and Hill, which is going to be parody. It's just going to be fucking, insane if we had Antti Ronta. I would probably suggest Devin Dubnik, James Reimer. If we can get our hands on Peter Mrazek, I would be very interested in the Sharks. Mrazek is the type of goalie that can steal a game for you in a playoff series. He's just that good. Bernier, he's been very good on bad teams, but I don't know if I don't know. I think Bernier is going to go into free agency, which means that the Nedeljkovic trade is going to be a complete steal. And you got Thomas Greiss in Detroit as well. So, Bernier is definitely a possibility, although I don't know if he comes back to Detroit necessarily. Mrazek, obviously Reimer. McElhaney, no. I'm just reading off the list here, by the way. Cap Fenley, one of the best resources. Lundqvist, nope. Brian Elliott, probably. I would see Brian Elliott, although he was not a great safety valve to Carter Hart. Laurent Brossoit is not a veteran, but he's definitely pretty good. I would also suggest looking at Brossoit. Although he has a very small sample size, so it is boom or bust, and it's going to be an 82 game season, and players are going to be you're going to need 2 goaltenders. You can't go through with 1 a night and then just start them for 3 games like they did with Jones. Because there was a stretch where that last season, Martin Jones was started so many fucking times. It was like, and they got pulled a ton. Aaron Dell, no. Calvin Pickard, nope. I mean, honestly, I'm looking down this list. Alex Leon, Maxime Lagacé, Philippe Desrosiers, Louis Domingue. I mean, there's a lot of great goaltenders in the list. I would think Rask should be a primary option. Reimer, if you can get him cheap, also primary option. When I heard the story from Darren Dreger that Toronto was targeting Jones, I'm like, why won't you target Reimer? He definitely is a fan favorite and wants to be back in Toronto. Like, it makes sense. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow for the news video, if we have a news video, because it is free agency tomorrow, so I'm going to be on my heels, both literally and physically, but, you know, we will break down some signings if they happen. Hopefully Doug Wilson does something tomorrow, but I will see you all in the next one. Peace.